Hi, do you want to be in this video? Hi guys. Wow, my voice just squeaked. Hi guys, it's Katie and this is my little buddy Zorro. He's not even my dog, I just dog watch him a lot and he was just wanted to get up on my lap and say hi. Zorro, look! Who's that? Today I'm here to bring you a fragrance review. This is on a fragrance from a brand that I was really excited to try. I had seen it before online. I know Birchbox carries it, and then I want to say I'd seen it maybe randomly on like Nordstrom's website. I might be wrong on that one. Where I ended up purchasing it from was Sephora. And this brand is called, I'm probably going to say it wrong, Comptoir Sud Pacifique. And then it says Paris, so I'm obviously assuming that it is French. This is a line where it's all eau de toilettes in the line, and they're relatively affordable. Like, they're actually really quite affordable in my opinion. And it seems to be a line that specializes in a lot of different vanilla scents. I'm pretty sure there's one that's just called Vanille, which would be like vanilla. Then there's a Vanille Intense, which is like a more intense vanilla. There's a Vanille, I don't want to say it in French because like I'm gonna say them all wrong, but there's like a vanilla apricot, there's a vanilla coconut, vanilla blackberry, and then the one that really struck my attention was this guy. And it's called Vanille Banane, which is like vanilla banana. I saw that and I was like, what in the world? Vanilla banana? Like, that just sounds so bizarre. I don't think that I can remember any fragrance that I know of that has banana as a note in it. So I immediately became intrigued. I'm sorry, I have to talk about this really quickly. I have bananas on my socks right now. Like, that's kind of funny. Okay, moving on. The notes in this guy are just banana, banana leaf, and vanilla. It's considered warm and spicy and is in the warm, sweet, gourmand category. It looks like so. It's in this nice bottle. This is 1 fluid ounce. And for this size, this guy is $38, which is really not that expensive, especially compared to like the world of really high-end niche fragrances. So I really wanted to try this. It got good reviews, and even though it's an eau de toilette, for that lower price point, I was totally fine with that. Here are my final thoughts. I've tested it for a little bit. I did blind buy this, which they don't carry it in store at Sephora, so I kind of had to, like if I wanted to smell it. When you smell it in the bottle, it smells very much like an artificial banana smell. And the thing is, I love banana. I like real bananas. I ate one for lunch today. I like banana bread, like when you just bake it into something and make it taste good no matter what. I like fake banana smell. I have a banana split candle that I got that has that very fake smell, but to me it was just kind of like fun and exciting and youthful. I like banana runts. I like banana Laffy Taffy. Like, I like banana. So I thought that this would be a good fit for me. But like I said, when I smell it straight out of the bottle, it smells very artificial and kind of like plasticky, just very manufactured. It does not smell like a nostalgic candy type of banana. It's just kind of like, eh. Okay. So then I sprayed it on the body and it carried that same exact scent on the body. And it wasn't bad. It wasn't something that made me think, oh my gosh, get this off of me. It was just something that wasn't all that special. And it smelled kind of juvenile, as you might imagine. It smelled juvenile, and it also smelled kind of like a kind of cheap body splash, you know, just kind of one of those, you throw it on, there's no real kind of art behind the perfume. I'm not saying, I'm not even gonna apologize for that. You get what I'm saying, right? Like, it just smelled kind of like a cheapy, like I'm a kid and I picked out, like I think when I was a kid, there was like a cotton candy body spray that I used to get. I don't even know where I got it from, probably Target. You know, but like Bath and Body Works, like I love Bath and Body Works, like no shade, but like that is what their market is. Like, they are not making exquisite, high-end, like well-crafted, crazy, innovative perfumes. They're making body sprays that are pleasing to the average nose, that are just kind of like, do you know what I mean? Just like the general nose. So anyhow, this kind of gave me that vibe, but like even more juvenile and youthful than a lot of the ones they carry at a place like Bath and Body Works. As it lingered on the skin, it did start to develop into something a little bit more sophisticated and enjoyable for me. It did take a while though, I would say like a full hour. And then it kind of started to smell like that unique gourmand, spicy, almost like you were like wearing banana bread. Like it was spicy, it was sweet, it had that banana note, but it was kind of in the background and some of the vanilla and spice was able to take it over. I would say that was like the point of the fragrance where it was my favorite, but I will say that that part did not last very long. After that, it started to really develop the vanilla note. Now, the description did not say that there's any tonka in this, but I started to smell like that uber sweet kind of tonka-y smell. I've talked about this in the past that my personal nose, for whatever reason, does not always do well with tonka. It can. Like, I enjoy it. I love vanilla, but every now and again, there's a vanilla that's just like too sweet / warm. It's hard to explain. A good example, which I've said before, is Atelier Vanille Intense, I think is what it's called. That one is like beautiful in the bottle, but like it's way too much of like a sweet, warm vanilla and I just can't do it. So after this went through like the hi, you smell like a juvenile artificial scent, then it went into the kind of gourmand banana bread scent. Then it went into, it started to take on some of that tonka, you're a bit too sweet for my nose scent. And it wasn't all that strong or overpowering, so it didn't bother me that much. And in a way, I do enjoy that kind of too sweet scent. It's just that my brain at a certain point, my head can't take it and I start to get a headache. But it was there, and then after that, it kind of faded away and kind of dissipated. And yes, you can kind of expect that with an eau de toilette, but I also feel like I've had colognes and eau de toilettes and things that have a lesser intense concentration that still manage to linger in a nicer way, whether it's that they just stay on longer or that their fragrance story is a little bit more, this fragrance story was a little bit choppy. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like, as I just said, there were almost 3 stages to it before that final stage where it kind of just disappeared off my body altogether. And I love when fragrances have a story. Like, I love it when they kind of like develop into something else by the end of the day or, you know, within a couple hours. But I just wasn't really here for the story that this fragrance was telling me. And at this point, I don't really have interest in trying other stuff from the brand. Not because I think it's a bad brand, but just because for me, I have to be very careful with my vanillas. Vanilla coconut, that does not sound good to me. I like coconut, I like vanilla, but there's just something that I can picture it already. It gives me a cheapy, you know, no offense, but just for me, it gives me like a cheapy, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't appeal to me. Vanilla apricot does sound kind of cool, and so does vanilla blackberry, but at the same time, I have, what is it? My Trish McEvoy, the wild blueberry vanilla musk. I feel like that's done so well, and that's an eau de parfum. It's a higher concentration that I'm not really interested in trying another one. I mean, if I saw these at a counter, I would 400% smell them out of intrigue, but I'm not rushing out to buy them or anything like that. So yeah, I'm sorry to give this one kind of a lackluster review. I don't think it's a bad fragrance. I just think that it is for a very specific audience, like very specific, and I thought that maybe I could be part of that because I like banana and I like fragrance so much, but even I don't fit into the mold of the type of person who would like this. So I hope you got something from that. Let me know if you've ever smelled this or tried anything else from the line. I would love to have you guys subscribe or leave me a comment, just some type of interaction. It would make my whole day. I talk about fragrance all the time, and yeah, I will see you. I was gonna say something else, but let's just cut it off there. I will see you next time. Love you. Bye. Later on, we'll conspire.